Alrighty, my friends, who is excited about making a snow globe? Well, first thing we're going to do is make the wrapping paper. The wrapping paper is just this paper bag, and you're going to decorate it on the outside so that as soon as you finish your snow globe, you can put it right in this bag and hide it from whoever you're planning to give it to. I know some of you were very excited about putting this under your Christmas tree and having the first present under the tree ready to give it to your family. You can decorate your bag however you want. If you celebrate Christmas and you want to put Christmassy things all over it, that's fine. If you celebrate Hanukkah and you want to put Hanukkah things all over it, that's fine. If it's just for winter time and it's a present, like a birthday present, you can decorate it however you want. Try to decorate all the sides, and I will even show you in just a moment that there are other sides in between the front and the back that you can decorate too. All right, let's put that aside now, and let's take inventory of what we have in our bag. There, of course, is the snow globe, and then there is the snow and the decorations. So this little stopper can be really hard to get out. And here's where I need to tell you something important. If you have one tree, you're gonna just take this and get rid of it. You're not gonna use that anymore. This paper is just going to the recycle. You don't need to have that for anything. So if you have two little trees, you're going to use that white stopper. But if you have one tree, one big tree, you're not going to use that stopper at all. You have 12 of these sticky dots. Use them wisely, my friends. This is where you're going to put the two little trees if you have the little trees. If you've got the big tree, you're going to put it right on that. So you need to figure out which one you have. If you have one, it's a big. If you have two, they're little. I put these little beads in here for you to decorate your trees with to make them look festive. You don't have to use it, but it's just kind of pretty. You might also have yarn that you can wrap around your trees. My beads didn't want to stick very good, so I actually ended up having to get a little bit of glue and stick it on there and then wait for it to get a little sticky. And so you can see I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. Now I'm wrapping the yarn around in the same way. This little guy is so tiny that I have some left over. So I'm just gonna go ahead and snip that little end off, and you'll see how I use that in a little bit. And once again, a little bit of glue on there, holding it down and waiting for it to dry. If you can kind of stick it up in the bristles a little bit, it'll help it to stay. The other thing is you can unbend these trees. If yours is kind of bent over, you can kind of fix it. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and stick my tree right on the sticky dot, so I'm not touching it with my fingers, because if I touch it, it's gonna lose some of its sticky, and then I'm sticking it right onto the stopper. And of course, this is just the little trees. If you've got a big tree, you're gonna put it on the inside of that lid. So I'm making sure to stick it down really tight. And once again, my little beads are coming off there, and so I'm adding a little bit more glue. Now I've realized that I need to take 2 of these and put them aside because I want to use them for the bow at the end. So now I've just peeled off all of my stickers, and I'm just going to stick them onto the stopper or the inside of the lid so that I kind of have a base to stick my reindeer on. But I'm also going to take a couple of those stickies and I'm going to put them on my reindeer's feet. You can't see it very well, but that's what I'm doing. And I have to be honest and say, it doesn't have to stay perfectly flat. If your reindeer feet are kind of gummed up on the bottom with the sticky dot, that's okay. It's just gonna help it to stick. And then I put another dot on right where the reindeer's foot lands. And so I just wanted to make sure that he's not going to move once I stick him down. I had one last little sticky dot left over, and so I just grabbed it and stuck it around one of the reindeer's feet to make sure that he stayed nice and sticky on there. Remember that little bit of bead that I had left over? So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut all those beads apart, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour them into my snow globe. So I'm not going to do you see how I put that right into that little lid so it's not going to roll around? I'm going to take my snow and kind of flick it over to one side, open one part of the zip lock, and then pour it into my snow globe. And I put the right amount in there, so it should be just fine. Now I'm going to take my stopper and stick it inside. If you're not using the stopper, just go ahead and screw the bottom on. We're not putting glass or water in here, so it'll just go right on there. And now you can see that I have those cute little beads in there, and oh yeah, take that off, that's ugly. And instead I'm gonna write my name on the bottom and 2020, so my family will always remember when this came. Lastly, I'm going to take my sticky dots and put them just on the big parts of the bow there on each side. So I've got 2, and then I'm not going to put them right at the bottom. I'm going to kind of put them just a little bit on the globe part, and take a look at that. Is that adorable? Oh my gosh, and you made it! If you shake it really, really hard, your reindeer will come loose. Make sure you clean up after yourself, and then go ahead and find the string inside that bag. Put your snow globe inside the bag, tie a little bow on it, and it is ready to go. You should be proud. That was fun.